Hey everybody, it's Amy from Copper. Today I'm jumping on to give you a really quick 2-minute walkthrough of an update to forms that I think you're going to be really excited about. I know a lot of users have been waiting for this one, so I'm going to walk you through it, show you how it works, and tell you why it's important. So if you're currently using Copper forms, you know they are great for collecting information and storing that information in your CRM, but perhaps you're hoping for a little bit more functionality, and that is where this update comes in. Form submissions now create pipeline records in Copper. Yes, you heard that right. So let's take a look at what that actually means. Think about this. This is a situation I'm sure many of you have been in before. You sign on a new client and you get onboarding started. That means sending them a form perhaps or an email, and the submission comes back and maybe it gets lost in the shuffle and that delays the project kickoff. With this update, when the client submits that form, it creates the new record within your pipeline. So that submission becomes active and actionable and it's not getting lost in the shuffle. It's just ready to get taken care of. Okay, so I'm in Copper. I'm gonna head over to the forms menu item and I'm gonna click create a new form. Something to remember is that leads cannot create pipeline records, so you'll have to go to people to use that functionality. So I'll give my form a name. We'll call it project requests. We'll spell it right. We've got all of our normal fields here. We scroll to the bottom and we can see pipeline fields. So I can choose which pipeline I want this request to map to. I'm going to stick with projects, makes the most sense for me. I'm going to add description, and those will show at the bottom here, so you can personalize that. Whatever fields you include on this form here will show on the pipeline record. So after that, you can head over to workflow. And right now it's set up to trigger that when someone completes the form, the record is created. I can go and personalize that a little bit more. I can choose a contact type and I can assign an owner. So I'll assign myself there. Then I can go into create pipeline record. I can choose the source. And again, I can assign an owner. I'm going to assign it as the same owner through the checkbox there. Then I can create a task too. So let's say I just put this in as follow-up and I'll assign myself again. Then I can also assign a due date there. So say day after submission. And once that's done, we can add a little bit of style to our form and save and publish that. Once the submission comes back in, it's going to show up right in my pipeline, ready to action on. Use this update for things like collecting ongoing project requests, onboarding, project feedback, whatever that might look like for you. But this update is going to make sure that your process is even more streamlined. It's not a chore. Everything just lands where it's supposed to. You can take action, you can save time, and you can make your team more efficient. So give this feature a try. Let us know how it's working, and I'll see you on the next update.